Nam Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we go to another dukkha, that is mahantara. Mahantaradukaṃ. Mahantaradukaṃ Pāḷi mātikā saramana anaramana saramana. So in the mahantaradukaṃ, so as you see in the dukkha, there are 100 dukkha. And then gochakas are there. Between the gochakas, there remain some dukkha. Okay, there are 3 dukkhas. 3 such kind of dukkha. First dukkha is called chulandara. Chula is a lesser, smaller in number. Lesser in number. Okay, that's why the dukkha also not so many. So, and also it remain between the 2 gochakas. That's why it is called chula andara, chulandara. So comparatively, this is mahantara dukkha. Mahantara dukkha is a maha andara. It is a comparatively bigger or larger in number, greater in number. So here 13 what? 13 dukkhas are there in this dukkha. So therefore, it is called mahantara, maha, and also it remain between the Brahmasa Gojaka, and then another Gojaka is what? Brahmasa and then Upadana Gojaka. So that's why, so this Gojaka is called Mahantara. Okay. In the Mahantara Gojaka, there are 13 dukkha. So first one is Saramana. Saramana, Naramana. Aramana object. So Saramana, the Dhamma together, that Saramana, that happen together with the object. That arises only when there is object. So that is called Saramana Dhamma. So that is one of the significant nature of the mentality. Mentality arises only when there is object. Okay. Without object, that may not arise. Because Jagu Vijnana Citta, Cittasikas, these Citta Cittasika do not remain there, do not exist before it arises. So, Hodawa, Nirojati, okay? Only when there are conditions it arises. So that's why they are called as mentality nama or saramana. So one of the conditions is object. Only when there is object they arise. That's why saramana dhamma. They refer to citta cittasika. Vedana khanda, vedana group. Sanya khanda, sanya group. Sankhara khanda, formation group. And then vijnana khanda, consciousness group. So they are the dhamma that arise depending on the object or together with the object. So anaramana is the dhamma that does not take an object. Okay, they are what the sabanja rupa asankata jatatu rupa and nibbana. So they cannot take object. Okay, they themselves are objects. So that's why they are called anaramana dhamma. Then or take the object. The dhamma that know the object or that take the object is called citta. So we have 7 kinds of citta. Okay, Jagu Viññāṇa up to the Mano Viññāṇa. Jagu Viññāṇa, Soda Viññāṇa, Kana Viññāṇa, Jiva, Kaya, Mano, and then Mano Viññāṇa. So the dhammas are called the citta that know the object, that take the object. So then no citta dhamma remaining cittasika rupa nibbana. The dhamma which are no citta. And also cittasika, next dukkha is cittasika dhamma, acittasika dhamma. Cittasika. So cittasika, cittasi niyuddha, the dhamma that associate, that joins with the citta, or that mix with the citta. So that is called cittasika. Okay, vedana sanya sankhara, mental concomitant. And the acittasika, the dhamma which are not, which are not cittasika. We can simply say citta rupa and nibbana. So next one is the citta sambayutta, the dhamma that associate with the citta. Very clear, cittasika associate with the citta. So citta vibhyutta, the dhamma that do not associate with the citta. That is rupa and nibbana. Okay. But for the citta himself, citta itself, we cannot say as a citta sambayutta or citta vibhyutta. So that's why it is free from dukkha. Citta sansatha, citta visansatha, the same name. Sansatha mixture, mix with the citta. That is cittasika. With citta visansatha, the dhamma that do not mix with the citta. That is rupa nibbana. So citta itself we cannot go as citta sansatha or citta visansatha. The next dukkha is the citta samudhana, the dhamma that arise because of the citta born. Citta born produced by the citta, that is cittasika. And also kaya viññāti, vaci viññāti. Okay. And kaya viññāti, vaci viññāti. Also we have another citta born matters. Rupa saddha gandharasa phodava agasa. Okay. And also abo Bhadavi, Abo Dejavaya, and also Lauda Muruda Kamanyada, Ubaja Sandati, Jarada Anechata, Ubaja Sandati, and also Gabalika are the nutriment. Okay, they are also produced by the citta. Okay, so when you study citta samudhana rupa, all the citta born matter, so you can take. Okay. For the citta samudhana, cittasika and citta born matter. So manarasa or 70 citta born matters we can take. So not citta samudhana, it is the dhamma which are not produced by the citta. They are citta and also remaining rupa and nibbana. Remaining rupa is a karma born, utu born, ara born matters, and also nibbana. They are not citta samudhana. So citta sahabu no, saha together, bu bhavati to happen. The dhamma that are right together with the citta, that is vedana sanya sankhara and also kaya viññāti, vaci viññāti, bodily intimation, bhava intimation. So these intimations are right together with the citta. That's why. So from the cittasika, vedana sanya sankhara, And also Kaya Vinyati, Vaji Vinyati, they are from Rupa. So no Jeda Sabu no, that is Jeda and also remaining Rupa Nirvana. Jeda Nubri Wadi no, the same day. Jeda Nubri Wadi, the Dhamma that follows Jeda. That is Vedana Sanya Sankara and then Kaya Vinyati, Vaji Vinyati. So no Jeda Nubri Wadi no, that is the same with the previous, second previous dukkha, second pada of the previous dukkha, that is Jeta, remaining Rupa, Nirvana. Then next one also just a combination. Kadame Dhamma, Jeta Sansata Samodhana, Jeta Sansata as well as Samodhana. So the Dhamma that mixed together with the Jeta and also produced by the Jeta. So both qualities. So the both quality possessed is only Chitasika. Okay, that's why here we take Chitasika. No Chita Sansata Samodhana, we can take Chita, all the Rupa and Nirvana. Okay. The next dukkha is a combination of the three parts. Chita Sansata, Samodhana, Sahabu. Okay. Mixed with the Chitta, produced by the Chitta, and also have been together with the Chitta. So that in the Dhamma that possess these three qualities are just Vedana Sanya Sankhara, Chittasika. Okay, the Dhamma that do not possess these three qualities are Chitta, Rupa, and Nirvana. So next one also, Chitta Sansata Samodhana Nupari Vatino, 4 quality. Three quality. Chitta Sansata mixture with the Chitta. Samodhana produced by the Chitta. And then Anupari Vati, that the Dhamma that follow the Chitta. So they are also the same day, Vedana Sanya Sankhara. So second pada quite easy. Then another one is Ajjatika Dukkha. Ajjatika Dhamma, Bahira Dhamma, we have. Ajjatika internet. Okay, we have a 6 internet ayatana. Chekku Soda, Kana Jiva Kaya Mana. Okay, so they are internet bases. They are called Ajjatika Dhamma. So the remaining are called Bahira Dhamma. Remaining means starting from the Rupa Yadana up to the Dhamma Yadana. So another 6 ayatana. So we have a 6 internet bases, 6 external bases. The 6 internal bases are called Ajjatika. 6 external bases are called Bahira. External. So another one is Upada. Kadame Dhamma Upada Dukkha. Upada and no Upada. Upada is the Dhamma that derives. Okay. So we simply say derives. But according to the first Rata theology, so they are not derives, but they are dependent. They right depending on the Mahabuddha. Okay, they are happening. Their rising is depending on the Mahabuddha. Okay, instead of derivative, theology prefer to use a dependent rupas. So that's why here is Upada Rupa is so except the form of Buddha. Okay, we can take the remaining 24 Rupa, they are called Upada Rupa. Upada Dhamma. Now Upada Dhamma is so Chittasika, Chitta, and also 4 great element and Nirvana. They are not Upada. So Upadena Dhamma, Anupadena Dhamma. So that one. Upadena is the Dhamma the result of it. The result of it. Kusala, logiya kusala, akusala. Okay, result of a karma, we can simply say. Logiya kusala, akusala. The Upadena in Myanmar we got another the Kadokan, the Joy Pippin, you are going on. The Dhamma that should be taking by the karma associated with the Dana deity around you, a craving. So it means that the result of it, logiya, okay, logiya karma. Maybe it may be kusala or akusala. So they are what the sasawa kusala kusala and dhammana vipaka. The result of a kusala and akusala, logiya kusala akusala. They may belong to karma or rupa or arupa. So in terms of the vedana, we can say vedana sanya sankara vijnana. And also rupa, karma born materiality. Okay, karma born materiality. They are called upadena rupa. Okay, the remaining are anupadena. So remaining here means kusala akusala. Logiya kusala akusala. Okay, and also kiriya. And also kiriya. And also logottara citta nibbana. Logottara citta means magga phala and then nibbana. So they are called anupadena dhamma. So anupadena we have to take. Anupadena means the dhamma which are not the result of a kusala. Logiya kusala and akusala. So that is something about the mātikā content. Okay, Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi. So if we have a look on the page number 92 of the Abhidhamma, there you can see paragraph number 50. Paragraph number 55 to 68. Okay, 55 to 68. So there mahantaradukaṃ aramana agahitawa apawadido saha aramanina di saramana. So saramana saha aramanina saha pawadadi di saramana. The Dhamma that have been together with the object, that occurs together with the object, is called saramana. Okay, why? Because they cannot have been, these Dhamma could not have been without taking the object. Aramana agahitawa, without taking object. Apawadido, because it does not, they do not have been. That's why the Dhammas are called saramana, citta and cittasika. Okay, they do not occur without taking the object. Nati it is aramanandi anaramana. So Vigha is a giving. So for the Dhamma, there is no object. Okay, no special object for them. So such a Dhammas are called. Also we can simply say the Dhamma that do not take the object, that they call anaramana. Virupa and Nibbana. Chindana thena citta, vichitta thena vachitta. Citta is partially explained by the commentator as a chindana thena citta. Chindana. Chindana means we may think thinking. Okay. Thinking here does not mean the Viṭaka. The Viṭaka is not thinking, not Viṭaka's Chindana, and then Citta's Chindana is different. So Chindana thena citta, because in the sense of the thinking or knowing the object. So that's why here in the Mulatika they have mentioned what? Chindanam Gahanam Aramanupa Ladi. Chindana means Gahana, taking. Taking means what? Aramanupa Ladi, receiving the object. So taking means receiving the object. That they call Chindana. Chindana Thina Chita. Aramana Chinditi Chitam. Like that. So the Dhamma that take the object that they call Chitta. Okay. So not think. We may not say the Dhamma that think about the object. That will be Vitakka. Here is just take the object. And also another explanation is Vichita Thina Vachita. Vichita Thina Va alternatively. You're in the sense of the being marvelous, wonderful. That's why it is called Chitta. How wonderful the Chitta. The world is created by the Chitta. Okay. The wonderful paintings and architects, okay, drawings are there. Even the drawings we may be that is very, very wonderful, marvelous, excellent. So because these things are created by the mind. Okay. Mind made. Without mind, there cannot happen that thing. That's why mind is more strange than the other strange or wonderful things. Vijayata Thena Vachita. Avipayoga Vasina. That is Chitta Dhamma, no Chitta Dhamma. Regarding the Jittasika Dhamma, Avipayoga Vasina. Chittasi Niyoda Di Jittasika. So Jittasika, Chittasi Niyoda, Jittasika, Niyoda Dadita. Okay, Nika surface. So why? The reason is giving Avipayoga Vasina. Vipayoga is a dissociation. Avipayoga. Avipayoga. Avipayoga Vasina. Vipayoga Mahodi Aswampye. So by means of the not arising without associating. Okay. So without associating with the Chitta, Chittasika do not arise. Okay. That's in this manner, Chittasikas joined or connect with the Chitta. Chittasi means Chitta. That's why the Dhammas are called Chittasika. So next one, Chitta Sansatha Dhamma, Chitta Sansatha. What is Chitta Sansatha? Here mentioned Nirandara Bhavupagamana Nirandara Bhavam Upagamanataya. So Upagamana means Upagachati, approach. Okay. Bhava, do the state of a Nirandara. Nirandara means, we may simply say Nirandara. Andara means what? Andara means between. Andara is here. In this context, Andara is here explained as a Veda. Veda. Veda means so different, being different. So Nirandara means no difference. To the state of being the same. Again, Nirandara Bhava means to the state of being the same. Upagamana, approaching. Because of the approaching to the state of being the same, being no difference. Upadado, starting from the rising moment. Yawa Benga up to the ceasing moment. Chitina Sansatha, it meets with the Chitta. The Dhamma that tends to meet with the Chitta, starting from the rising moment up to the ceasing moment. So, because, or by reaching to the state of the being, the same being, no difference. No difference between Chitta and Chittasika become a no difference. Okay, Chitta and Chittasika become a one. That is Nirantara Bhava Upakamana. So when the Chitta, for example, in your mind, Chitta arise, maybe happiness, pleasant feeling, that right together with the pleasant feeling associated with the jnana, unprompted. So that consciousness arises. When that consciousness arises, there we can see phasa, contact, also Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. Okay, but it's very difficult to differentiate. That is Chitta, that is Vedana, that is Sanya or Sankhara, and so on, because they become a compact. They reach to the compactness. They reach to the oneness, to the state of being one. So here, Bhadadika Sayadaw explained with the Jadumadu. Jadumadu is a for honey. So it is made up of the whole product of honey. So that is what the top part. Sabbi Bada, Nawanida, and then Tela, Hanita, Madhu. Okay, Madhu, honey. So we cook together these four things. So then it become a very, very, very good medicine. Jadu Madhu. Okay, when the Jadu Madhus are really well cooked, then after that we cannot differentiate. It is a butter or honey or molasses or oil, sesame oil, like that. So also when the Jeta and Jetasika are right together, it is so difficult to differentiate whether it is Jeta or Jetasika or Phasa or Vedana and so on. So that state is called Nirantara Bhava. Okay, Nirantara Bhava Upakamana. Because of reaching to the state of being one, inseparable, indistinguishable. Reach to the state of indistinguishable. So that's why that the Dhammas are called Jita Sansata. Ekado Vada Mana Pi Nirantara Bhavan Anupa Gamanandaya Jidina Visansata. Jita Visansata means even though they ride together, Nirantara Bhava Anupa Gamanandaya, because it does not reach to the state of a being the same. So Chitina Visansata, they are not mixed with the Chitta. Okay, that Dhammasa called Chitta Visansata Rupa Nibbana. Okay. Rupa Sabanja Rupa Asankata Jadadu. Rupa and Nibbana. They, even though they may ride together with the Chitta, but they are distinguishable. Okay. So that's why they are called Chitta Visansata. Ekado Vada Mana Binirandra Bhava Nupagamanadaya. Even though they ride together, they do not reach to the state of being one. That's why they are called Chittina Visansata, Chitta Visansata. And then Samodhana, Chitta Samodhana. Samodhandi Edinadi Samodhanam. Samodhandi. Something that arises because of this. So that's it. That thing is a cause, Samodhana. Samodhana means a cause. Okay. Chittang Samodhanam Edisandi. Chitta Samodhana. So for the Dhamma, they have a Chitta as an origin, Chitta as a cause. That Dhammas are called Chitta Samodhana. Okay, Citta Samodhana. Citta Samodhana, we already see what? Vedana Sanya Sankhara and also Citta Born matters produced by the Citta. They are called Citta Samodhana Rupa. Because the Dhammas have the Citta at their origin, at their cause. Then next one, Sahabu no. Sahabhavandi di Sahabu no. The Dhamma that have been together. That's why they are called Sahabu no. They have been together with what? With the Citta. That's why Cittina Sahabu no, Citta Sahabu no. We can make a Vikaha. Okay, then that's why it's Citta Nupari Vati no. Anupari Vadandi, the Anupari Vati no. The Dhamma that tend to follow. Okay, that they call Anupari Vati. Kain Anupari Vadanti. So what do they follow? What do they follow? They follow the Citta, Ciddam. So Citta sa Anupari Vati no, Citta Anupari Vati no. Okay. Citta sa or the mind or do the mind. Anupari Vati, the Dhamma that follows. Follower of the mind. Follow the mind. So that's why they are called Citta Anupari Vati. Citta Sansata Samodhana. Citta Sansata Jati. Citta Samodhana Jati. Citta Sansata Samodhana. So the Dhamma. So there you can see one Citta is elided, omitted. Actually, it should be Citta Sansata and Citta Samodhana. Citta Sansata, Citta Samodhana. We got the same thing, that's why we elide one Citta. Therefore, there is Citta Sansata Samodhana. So, Citta Sansata Jati, Citta Samodhana Jati, Citta Sansata Samodhana, the Dhamma, they should possess two qualities. They should mix with the Citta, and also they should be produced by the Citta. So that is Citta Sansata Samodhana. Then that's why it's three quality. Citta Sansata Jati, Citta Samodhana Jati. Citta Sahabu no Ewa Jati, Citta Sansata Samodhana Sahabu no. So Citta Sansata, you know, the Dhamma that mixed with the Citta is the Cittasika. For the Citta Samodhana, we get Cittasika and then Citta Born matters. Okay, for the Sahabu no, the Dhamma that arise together with the Citta, that is what? With Citta. So they are mentioned Citta Sansata Samodhana Sahabu no. Okay, the Dhamma that mixed with the Citta, produced by the Citta, arise together with the Citta. Okay, they are Vedana Sanya Sankhara only. Ewa. Citta Sahabu no Ewa. Okay, only the Dhamma that possess the three qualities. So Citta Sansata is a Vedana Sanya Sankhara only. And also Citta Samodhana is Vedana Sanya Sankhara and then Citta Born matters. Citta Sahabu is Vedana Sanya Sankhara and then two Viññati. So three Vadas, they are different in meaning, they are referring to the different dhammas. So slightly different. So in order to make all of these three things agreed, we have to take only Cittasika. Okay. Citta, that's why here means Ewa is there. The word Ewa indicates the Dhamma that possess only these three qualities. Okay. Then next one. Citta sansata samudhana nubri vadino. Citta sansata ja. De citta samudhana ja. Okay, they should be citta sansata as well as citta samudhana. So citta sansata, you already see with Chittasika. Citta samudhana is citta born matter. A way of Chittasika and citta born matter. So one more add with the added Citta Nuprivati, no, they should be the follower of the Citta. Okay. So in that case, Citta Nuprivati also you can see it is the same with the Citta Sahabu, Chittasika and two Vinyati. So to agree to all of them, so we have to take only Chittasika. Sesa ni sabba badani. Buddha Varanam Padipakhepa Padikhepa Vasena Veridavani. The remaining, all of the remaining Buddhas, okay, should be known by means of what? By means of the opposite way. By means of the opposite way, or in the contrary to the words that has been said. Because what we said is only positive. First Buddhas. Second Buddhas are negatives. Okay. So the remaining negative words should be understood in the negative manner to the word that has been mentioned before. So ajatika dhamma. Ajatika ajata jattam sandaya. Ajatika ajatatiki hoda vasena ajadawa ajatika. Ajadawa ajatika. Okay. Ajada itself is ajatika rupa. Ajatika dhamma. So in the ajatika tika we have studied Kochara jata, Niyaka jata, Ajata jata, Visaya jata. Okay, and then Ajata jata should be taken here, which refer to the internet basis. Jaku soda rupamana. Okay, Jaku soda rupa. Jaku soda gana jingwa, kaya mana. Okay, these are internet basis. They are called ajatika. Ajata jata sandaya, referring to the ajata jata, that is really ajata. Ajata dike oda vasena ajatawa. As we have mentioned in the ajata tika, so the internet ajata jata should be taken as ajatika dhamma, internet basis. So 5 pasada and 1 mana. Tado bahi buddha di bahira. Tado bahi buddha di bahira. Bahi buddha bahira. Bahi buddha bahira. Tado from these 6 internet bases. The Dhamma that are outside. From these 6 internet bases, they are called Bahira Dhamma. Okay, so it means the 6 external bases. Rupa Sada Gandha Rasa Bodhava Dhamma. Okay, these are 6 external bases. These 6 external bases are called Bahira. Sorry. Next one is Ubada. Ubadi Yandewa Buddhani. Okay. Ubadi Yandewa Buddhani. Buddhani means to the Mahabuddha, to the great element. Ubadi Yandi Ewa. They purely depends. They purely depend on the Mahabuddha, great element. Na Buddhani Viya Ubadi Yandi, but they will not be dependent. They will not be dependent like a Mahabuddha, great element. That's why they are called upada. So upadi, they purely depend. Okay, purely depends on the great element, but they cannot serve as a base for the Mahabuddha to rise or for the other Rupa to rise. That's why they are called Upada Rupa. Na Upadi Yandewa di no Upadan. Na Upadi Yandewa. Na Upadi Yandi Ewa. Because it does not depend on, because they do not depend on others. That's why they are called no Upada. No Upada, Vena Sanya Sankara Vinyana, for great element, and also Nibbana. They are called no Upada. So that is the Dhamma Piṭaka mentioned. So what is the point in the Mulatika? So page number 54, paragraph number 55 to 68. Let's see. So, Sabhavado Vijamana. Avijamana wa Vijita Sanyaya Sanyidam Aramana Egehitawa Apawadido Alambana Dhamma Aramana Saramana. Okay, the Dhamma, that day the object is a God Saramana. Why? Because it does not have been Apawadido Egehitawa Aramana Egehitawa without taking the object. Okay, without taking the object. It does not have been. The object is what? The object is specified here. Vijita Sanyaya Sanyidam, perceived. The object that has been perceived with the strange perception. Vijita Sanyaya. Vijita Sanyaya. Vijita Sanyaya. Vijita is a strange perception. Strange perception is, so here, Vijamana, do what? We perceive something in a strange way. Okay. So normally we may think, if we see someone, okay, monk, Rada Sayadaw, Rurada, or whatever we may say, it is the truth. It is conventionally truth. But in the conventional sense, but in the sense of the ultimate, there is no such a thing. Okay, there is no such a thing, no such a mamas, nuns, laymen, laywomen, and so on. There is no such a thing. What we have is only Nama Rupa. So only Nama Rupa that really exists. So we put another label and then we perceive it as a monk or as a rector, as a president or prime minister and so on. That is called Vijita Sanya. So for us, we may think it is very normal. But for the noble persons, the way they think to the people or things, that is Nama Rupa only, they may understand, they may perceive. But it is really exists. So, but for us, on that sort of Nama Rupa, we put a label and then we see it is a man's or nuts and so on. That's why our perception is a very, very wonderful, wonderful or strange perception or abnormal perception. What the normality? The normality is a Nama Rupa only, but we take the object in the abnormal way. Do what? Do the ultimate reality as well as do the Panyati concept. Okay, to the concept. Here regarding that Anudika Sayadaw want to say that Vijita Sanya Sanyita Aramana, that is the object perceived by the strange perception, to the Avijja Mana. Avijja Mana is something that really do not exist. That they call Avijja Mana. Avijja Mana Panyati. So here we may consider Avijja Mana as a what? Avijja Mana, brown color, red color, and so on. Okay, that do not really exist. Panyati concept, men, women, and so on, they do not really exist. So here in this context, Anudika Sayadaw want to join Vijita Sanyaya Sanyita Avijja Mana Aramanam. Okay. Avijja Mana Aramana is the Aramana, the object that perceived with the strange perception. Okay. But for the another Madhudika or whatever, they want to take both of them. So that the object that has been perceived by the strange perception is to strange perception to the ultimate realities or to the concept. So both of them. So Avijja Mana, regarding the what wa is all. So both of them should be taken according to it, the Pali structure as a via. But in this context, Anudika Sayadaw explains Avijja Mana is the adjective for the what? Vijita Sanyaya Sanyita Aramana. Okay, that point. And then what is that? Agid or abodido, because it does not arise, does not occur without taking the object. That's why Alamana Dhamma, the Dhamma that is the objects are called Saramana. Okay, then regarding the what? Next one is the Jaintanam Gahana Aramanupa, as I explained you before. Jaintanathena Jeta Adhat Salini explained. But here, Muladika Sayadaw mentioned that Jaintanam Gahana Aramanupa. Jaintana means Gahana, taking or receiving. Aramanupa, receiving the object. Okay. Upaladi, levity. Aramanupa, receiving the object is called Chitta. So with this we can think it is a Viṭaka. It does not refer to the Viṭaka. Okay, Viṭaka also thinking, applying the mind on the object. So to consider. So here does not mean here Jaintanathena Chitta does not mean that it is a Viṭaka. Viṭaka is not a Chitta. So it is merely taking the object. Okay, merely taking the object. That is called Jaintana. That's why here mentioned Kahanam, taking Aramanupa Ladi, okay, getting the object. So that is regarding the Jaintanathena. Then another one is here. Chitasi Niyoda, Chitasa Sansadawa, Chitasika definition dukai. Chitasi Niyoda, the Dhamma that associate with the consciousness. That's why they are called what? They are called Chitasika, Chitasi Niyoda, Chitasika, a Dhamma that associate or connect or join. And also that is a commentary, okay, in the commentary they are mentioned Avibhayoga Vasena Cetasi Niyuddha Cetasika. The wa means Muladika Sayadaw, his idea he want to say. Not only Cetasi Niyuddha, but also Cetasa Sansathawa Cetasika. Cetasa with the Citta Sansatha, the Dhamma that makes with the Citta. They are called Cetasika. Okay. Then here continue to say Dubhinyaya Nanadadaya Egivawa Miwa Upagamanam Nirandara Bhava Upagamana Nirandara Bhava Upagamana. So Nirandara Bhava Upagamana we may interpret as Upagamana approaching Bhava state Nirandara without interval. So we may think like that. So here Muladika Sayadaw signifying that Egi Bhava Miwa Upagamana. It is reaching to the state of being one, as if it is a one. Actually, Jeta and Cetasika, they are not one, many things. But they appear as if they are one. Egi Bhava, Iwa, Egi Bhava, Iwa, Upagamanam. Because Dobhinyaya Nanadadaya, Nanadada, difference, being difference. State of being different is difficult to know. Dobhinyaya. Because of their differences is very difficult to know. That's why they approach as if they are one. Okay, that's why in that state is called Nirandara Bhava Upagamana. Okay, reaching to the state of being one, state of being the same. So actually they may not be the same, but the Dobhinyaya, okay, very difficult to know the difference. Dobhinyaya Nanada. Okay, then next one, Yesan Rupanam Chitan Sajada Bhajaya Hodi Sajada Bhajayo Hodi Tesam Chitasa Suvinyaya Nanadandi Nirandara Bhava Anupa Gamana Na Upa Gamana Viridabam. Okay, for the Rupa. Rupa do not reach to the state of being one. Okay, to the state of being no difference. So Nirandara Bhava Anupagamana. Anupagamana means na upagamana. Do not reach. Do not reach. Okay, why? God. Yesa Rupana Chitan Sajada Bhajayodi. Chitta is the Sajada condition for the Rupa, for the certain Rupa. To this Rupa, Chittas are very Chitta and the between the Chitta and the Rupa produced by the Chitta. Okay, they are different. They are different is very obvious. Suvinyaya Nanadam. Okay, there's difference is so obvious. The difference between Rupa and Chitta, even though the Chitta, the Rupa produced, these Rupas are produced by these Chitta, but the difference between Rupa and Chitta are so obvious, so visible, understandable. That's why it do not reach to the state of being one. In this way, it should be noted. Ekado Wada Manabi the Abhisado. Ekado Wada Manabi, even though Abhi means, even though they ride together. What is Abhi? So Abhisado, dipeti, edamatham dipeti. So the Dham Api indicate this meaning. What meaning? Kopana wado egato awatamada. Okay. So much less to say if they do not arise together. Even if they arise together, even though they arise together, their difference is obvious. Okay, their difference is obvious. So, but if they do not arise together, it is much less to say, let alone. Okay, let alone. Kopana wado idamada with the word api. This sense is indicated. Idamita vijaritavam. Oh, here 1 point. 1 point to be considered, to be pondered. Ita, in this Chitta Sansata Dukkha, idam, this point, vijaritavam should be considered. How here, dash. Awini boga rupana gain inya manyan sansatata. Udahu visansatata ti. The question is, for the Awiniboga Rupa, as we have studied, that they are inseparable material. Eight inseparable material. So, what about them? They are mutually miss or do not miss. Sansatata and visansatata. Whether they are sansatata or visansatata. State of being missed or state of being not missed. Okay. So what about the Awiniboga Rupa? They rise together, they see together, and also they remain inseparable. So what can we say as a sansata or visansata to that one? So viso aramana bhavena suvinyeya na nattata na sansatata. Nabi visansatata sansatati anasaṅgaṇīya sabhavada. So number 1 is we cannot say it is sansata. Okay. Awiniboga Rupa, they ride together, they are inseparable, but they cannot be mentioned as a sansata, because we saw aramana bhavena. We saw separately aramana bhavena as object. Suvinyeya nanadata. Because of the state of being, because of the being obvious to see the difference, to see the state of being difference. Okay. So that's why it is impossible to say they are sansata. Okay. Then is it possible to say visansata? No, is it also not possible? Nabi visansatata. State of being mixed with the one another is it also impossible? Why? Why is it here? Sansatati anasaṅgaṇīya sabhavada na asaṅgaṇīya sabhavada, because of the nature, state of being with the nature, sabhava. Nature or the asaṅgaṇīya means doubtful. Okay, doubtful, skeptical. Okay, anasaṅgaṇīya means no doubt, no doubtful state. Because it reached to the state of being no doubtful. Okay, so whether they are sansata or not, okay, whether they miss one another or not. So because Rupa, they do not miss one another, It is so obvious. That's why no doubt to arise. There is no room for the doubt to arise. Okay, that's why it is impossible to call Avinibbhagarupa as a visansatata. Only when there is some condition or then to have a doubt, then there we can say it is a visansata. But here is from the very beginning, for there is no doubt. There is no room for the doubt to rise. Okay, so that's why for the Avinibbhagarupa we cannot say they are mutually missed one another or not. They are neither sansata nor visansata. Okay. Chatona hi khandana anyamanya sansata sabhavata rupa nibbane hi pi so sansata bhavo ati nati ti siya asanga. Another one, another doubt arises, may arise. He may to elaborate. Chatona khandana for the all mental aggregates. Vena sanya sankhara vinyana. Anyamanya sansata sabhavata. Because they share, they have the same, they have a nature of what? Anyamanya sansata. Mutually missing one another. Okay. Rupa nibbane hi pi, with the rupa and nibbana also. So sansata bhavo, that state of a being, sansata. Ati, whether there is such a state of a sansata, okay, with the rupa and nibbana. Okay, so mentality, whether they miss with the rupa and nibbana or not. So iti asanga siya, if there is such a doubt. Tasama desam, therefore, desam of these four mental aggregates. Itarehi, so with the other rupa and nibbana. Iterism of these now rupa and nibbana. Tehi, with these four mental aggregates. Visansata sabhavata ojati. So it is said, what? The state of being with the nature of the visansata. So, the mentalities, they are sansata. Okay, with the materialities and nibbana, they are visansata. They have a visansata. They don't mix with the other, with the nama and rupa. Rupa and nibbana also do not mix with the nama. Nama also do not mix with the rupa and nibbana, like that. Pana means to say in the opposite way, in the contrary, on the contrary. Rupanam of a rupa, rupehi with the rupa. Kataji, okay, in the certain conditions. Sansatata, the state of being mixed. Naati, there is no sansata. In any case, rupa and rupa, state of being sansata between rupa and rupa. There is no such a thing. So even though nama, because the nama have a nama has the anyamanya sansata, mandi nama. Vedana to three remaining aggregate to the Vedana, that is anyamanya sansata. Because partly it has the anyamanya sansata, but for the Vedarupa and Nibbana, these nama do not have such anyamanya sansata. So in that case, so we can have a doubt. Okay, we may have a doubt. There is a possible to have a doubt whether they have a sansata nature with the Nama have a sansata nature with the rupa or nibbana, rupa and nibbana or not. But from between rupa and rupa, okay, there is no condition for the state of being with the sansata nature. Okay. So therefore, dadasinka abhavado, then that asanka abhavado, because of there is no doubt, okay, on the state of being sansata. Okay, rupana rupehi visansata daja navojati. Therefore, the Buddha didn't mention so the state of being not mixed between rupa and rupa. It is a truth. Okay, why? Or it is wine. Is all visansato. So this is the nature of the visansata of this and of this rupa. Sabhava is a natural or intrinsic nature. Sabhava means intrinsic nature. Visansata is intrinsic nature or the materiality. Okay. Visansata is Visansata daja rupanam rupehi naojati. Esahi tesan sabhavo. Esa means that visansata nature. Tesan of this rupa. Sabhavo intrinsic nature. So visansata is intrinsic nature of this rupa. Okay. Then next one. Citta sansata samudhanadi badesu sansata samudhanadi saddha. Citta saddha pikhadi pachikan citta saddha sambandata. So, citta sansata jadi citta samudhana jadi pachikan yojitwa atho wodo. Okay. So, in the what, the Citta Sansata and Samudhana, etc. Okay. The meaning should be said. What? What? Separately joining as Citta Sansata, Citta Samudhana. Okay. Because the Dham Citta, Citta Saddha Pika, the Dham Citta incline. Okay, or bend toward the sansata, toward the samudhana, toward the sahabu, toward the citta, nupariwati. That's why when we translate, we should not translate alone. Citta, sansata, samudhana, the dhamma that mix with the citta and also produce. So don't translate like that. But we have to translate. So the Dhamma that mixed with the Citta and also produced by the Citta. So that is the way he mentioned how to translate. Ubadi yande wadi Buddhani ganandi ewa. Okay. Ubadi yandi. So that has been taking. Okay. They take. Okay. They only take a Buddha. Nesayandi ewa. Here the word Nesaya. So are they reading that word? Sayadaw first Radha Sayadaw, he mentioned that it is not derivatives. Okay, but it is dependent. Upadaya dependent. Nesayandi ewa. Okay, at all. So Yatha Buddhani Upadiyandi, Gashandi, Nesayandi. So just as Mahabuddha, great elements, taste, depends one another, not that not similarly or unlike. Okay. Idani, these rupa, nagashandi. Okay. this rupa does not take in this manner, and also does not depend. Okay, does not could not be dependent. Okay, like a upada rupa. Tasma therefore they are called upada. Okay, upadi yandi wa athawa alternatively Buddhani among chetoa without releasing for a great element. Tesan wana nibadi bawena kahitavado. Okay, the upadam. Okay, here that is another method explained by the Tika, Mula Tika. Okay. Atawa. Okay, Atawa is the way, the alternative method, alternative explanation given by the Mula Tika. Buddhani among chetoa without releasing, okay, without releasing for great element. Or these all these for great element. Vana nibadi. Okay, bhavena with the mena, with the state led by the Vana and Niba. Vana means color, Niba means appearance, color and appearance, etc. Color, appearance, etc. So regarding it refers to the visible object. So also with the word adi, we can take what sadharamana, sound, smell, taste, and so on. Jehidavado, because they are worthy to be taken. Okay, worthy to be taken as color, appearance, etc. of this Mahabuddha. Therefore, they are called Upada Rupa. Upada Rupa, okay, depends on the Mahabuddha. So without Upada Rupa, without Mahabuddha, they are nothing. They will be empty. So depending on these four great elements, they can be regarded as Ruparamana, Sadharamana, and so on. So that point also noteworthy. Wana Nibadi Vasina Gita Vado. Okay. So that is from the Muladika. Okay, we may go to the Anudika. Fine. Okay. Anudika is there. Yadi Sabhavado Avijja Manam. Nudika page number 61. Paragraph 55 to 68. Yadi Sabhavado Avijja Manam. So as I explained you before, Vijamana, Avijamana, Sanyita, Aramana, Vijeda Sanyaya, Sanyita, Aramana, like that they are mentioned. Object that has been perceived. Okay. With the strange perception on the Vijamana and Avijamana. So over there in the Atthakatha, there is the wa is there. According to Anudika here mentioned, Yadi Sabhavado Avijamana. So if naturally, okay, intrinsically, if it is avijamana, kata aramana bhavo, how can it be the object of aramana, the object? Okay, in this way, vijeda sanyaya sanyidandi. Okay, vijeda sanyaya sanyida. So, because they are not really exist, avijamana, panyati concept. So if they do not really exist, how can they serve as the object? Okay, they can serve as the object because of being perceived by the strange perception. Okay. That way, in order to answer that the Katha Aramana Bhavo, how Panyati can serve as the object? Okay. So in order to answer this question, Vijita Sanyaya Sanyidandi. Okay, the word perceived with a strange perception has been said. Parikapana Mata Siddhandi Atho. It is referred to. The meaning is Vijita Sanyaya Sanyidam. The meaning is Parikapana Mata Siddham. It is accomplished with the mere imaginary name. Okay, mere imaginary name. We Prikapa means think. We think, and also when you see something very new, we think, and also after thinking, we give a name because similar to this. Okay. So next one, dukamātikā nanata daya nirandara bhaupakamana sansatha bhavoti. So suviññeya nanatata na sansatha dadi voda. So the rupa durupa, they do not miss because their difference is obvious. Okay, so this is what they said. Why? Duviññeya nanata daya. Because the difference is very difficult to distinguish, difficult to know. Nirandara bhava upagamanam. So approaching to the state of being one is called sansata bhava. So sansata bhava is nothing but the nirandara bhava upagamana. So how can we say it is a nirandara bhava? It reached to the state of a one. Because it is difficult to differentiate. It's difficult to differentiate. Okay, Desan Arupa Khandanam, Desan refer to the, Desan is a Sabha Nama, it refer to the mental aggregates, Arupa Khanda. Iterehi means remaining, the other means Rupa and Nibbana. Desan Iterehi, Desan, like that. Itere Sandehi. So which one we have to point it out with the Savanaba. So the point is here giving. Kaimbana Karanam. What is the cause? Samanobada Nirodana. Ka Eka Galaba Buddhana. Arupa Dhammana Mewa. Anyamanya. Sansatata. Vochati. So Vochati Kaimbana. So is it okay to say mutual mixing only to the mentality, okay, which arise together, samana obada, samana nirodha, okay, which arise together, which cease together, and also eka galapa buddhana, eka galapa buddhana. So for the Buddha means the being. Okay, for example, I'm also Buddha, you are also Buddha. Ekagalapa Buddha. So that Buddha. Ekagalapa Buddhana Rupa what? Arupa Dhammana. That belong to one class. Okay, Buddha that belong to one class. So Anyamanya Sansatata Ojati Kaingaranam. So what is the cause? Napana Tatha Buddha Nambi Rupa Dhammana. So Rupa Dhamma also, materiality also, they ride together, they see together, they belong to the one class, one group of the mentality, Ekagalapa. But is it Anyamanya sansata is impossible for the, is it impossible for the Rupa Dhamma? Even though they ride together, they sit together, and then they belong to one group of materiality. So in order to answer that, aha, esahi desan sabhavo. Yeah, they are visansata. Visansata is their nature, their intrinsic characteristics. So in this way, it is answered. Tena, therefore, yadibi keji arupa dhamma viso aramana hondi. Danda pawati kata pana rupa dhammana yewa suvinyeya nanadam. Tena, yadibi, even though keji arupa dhamma, some mentality viso aramana hondi. So they have been, some of the mentalities have been separately to the object. Have been separately to the object. So arise in the different object. Tanda bhavatika pana, even though they arrive like that, Tanda bhavatika, bhavatikata, bhavatik means happening, occurrence. Tanda means slow, because of the slow, being slow in the occurrence. Rupa dhammana yewa suvinyeya nanadam. So, na arupa dhammana. Nanada means state of being difference between mentalities and then materiality. So among the mentalities, state of being different is very difficult to see. But about the rupas, because it is slow in arising, occurring in the occurrence. That's why it is easy to see the difference. Okay. But for the rupa aruna mentalities is difficult to see. Te sansasata bhavo, tat bhavo cha, tada bhavo cha, idare san sabhava saito di dasiti. Te sansata bhavo. Te san refer to mentality. Of this mentality, they have a sansata nature. Okay. But the tan abhavo, tan abhavo, dadabhavo. Dadabhavo means all the materiality, abhava, they don't have. Yeah, iteration, tat dadabhavo. Iteration, tat abhavo, dadabhavo. So it is sabhava saito, intrinsic nature. Okay. So mentality has a sansata nature, materiality has a visansata nature. So that meaning, it indicates that meaning. So another one, what is that? Samuha gana dayawa, dovi bhaga darada, nati arupa dhammana, viso aramana bhavoti. Okay. There is no separate being happening in the different objects. Okay, separate objects or the mentalities. Because samuha ganadaya, samuha means a collective, aggregate. Ganadaya, completeness. So because of the being together, and also because of the completeness. Or do vivaga taradaya. Vivaga means analyze. Vivaga tara. Do vivaga tara. Difficult to them. It is the most difficult. Very much difficult to analyze. to be analyzed. Therefore, arupa dhammana viso aramana bhavo nati. Okay, there is no state of having separate objects to the arupa dhamma. So, in this way, arupa dhammana duvinyeya nanatata. So, because they are difficult to know the difference. Okay. So, desayewa sansatata. So that the mentality, arupa khanda, nama khanda. So they are missed. They have an intrinsic characteristic of being missed one another because actually they are not missed. Okay, separately, but it is difficult to know their difference. Okay, amonjetawa, without releasing. Tan tadadina bodhitaya kahedavado bodhiya. Amonjetawa, without releasing, means here tadadina bodhitaya. Bodhi tat tadadina. Tadadina, maybe it is the Ruddha. So because of the state of being, because of the being with the state of being, connecting with or joining with this. So that is about what? Tadadina hoditaya. Let me see again. Let me see Tadadina hoditaya. Where? Okay. Amonjetawa. Amonjetawa, where are you? Okay, Amonjetawa. Athawa Buddhani Amonjetawa. Okay. So without releasing four-great elements. Tesa Wanani Bhadivavena. So as the at the color and appearance of the four-great elements. Kahidavado. So it should be no Bodhiya with the wisdom. Kahidavado Bodhiya. Bodhiya means with the knowledge. Okay, with the knowledge, Kahidavado, it should be taking because it happens joining with this Mahabuddha. Okay, connecting with the Mahabuddha. Tadadina Hoditaya. Tan Adina. Tadadina. In Myanmar, it got to ya ne sat do. Bodhi means happening, pitching, daya. Because of it, because of being with the state, because of the state of being with the what? Linked or connected with the four great elements. That refer to the four great elements. Kahidavado should be perceived, should be taken with the what? With the Bodhi, Bodhiya. Bodhiya means with the wisdom or knowledge. Okay. With the knowledge, wisdom, we come to see, come to know, oh, it is eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, etc. But they are really, indeed, they are four great elements only. So, but with the wisdom, with the knowledge, we come to realize. That's why it go Vihidavado Bodhiya. So that is something about the mahantaradukaṃ mātikā. So later we may have some more explanation in the Nekipakanda. So later we can go. Thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasanam Jidan Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jidan Daitadu. Buddha Sasanam Jidan Daitadu. Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.
Okay, bye bye.
Good night, Sayadaw. Yes.